things that you said is that in sharing information is that a proper investigation couldn't be done, but that there was nothing that could be substantiated because the amount at the time could have been related to other employment. I believe you did share that, but that in and of itself shows that there was some work that was done as part of this initial review that was done in 2015. Mr. Baker left our organization very disgruntled. And there's been a number of situations where he's worked very hard to try to discredit me in this organization. And you can sit there and shake your head and act like it's no big deal, but what has been alleged is fabrications that are attacking the character of me in this organization. And I've worked.
Okay.
I've shared a lot of information pertaining to the specifics of the investigation because it wasn't asked of us. No one from City Council, you or anyone else, asked for information. You hired an attorney to take a look at things, which is great. That's fantastic for an objective, impartial review to be conducted. However, you then reached out last week to the media attempting to paint a picture of misconduct prior to even any kind of review being done. So if you're reaching out to the media in advance of trying to have an impartial review, how can that be an objective review of our investigation?
Are you asking me a question?
I'm making a comment toward that.
Okay.
How can that happen? And if there's information that's being shared, how can we have an impartial and objective review of our specifics? And so we tried to lay out in as much detail as we can the specifics of the investigation. You're alleging that there was some improprieties even before 2015. I'm not aware of specifics of that, and we certainly can respond to that allegation. But for us, this started in 2015 when suspicious information was shared with us. And our instruction or my instruction to Lieutenant Plessick, who was Bureau Commander for the investigations, was to look at this and see, is there something here that warrants a criminal investigation? Because the information we had was not criminal in nature. That information only indicated cash deposits in a person's personal checking account. So I instructed Lieutenant Plessick to look into that and determine, is there a need for a criminal investigation? Which he instructed Sergeant Baker to do. And I was later told that there wasn't anything to substantiate criminal investigation at that time. Following that, in 2016, we have additional information we received, which then corroborated the information we had from 2015. It started to help us see that there is a pattern here that necessitated additional work for us to do, which I again instructed our investigators to look into this, see what we can find. Is this something that is criminal in nature? At that point, then, we had sufficient information to issue subpoenas and start pulling together records. In 2015, the information we had was not enough for us to issue subpoenas and to request certain records that are protected, private information that people have. We can't just arbitrarily go out and ask for information that is personal information of people without us having some ability to connect a criminal case to that.